welcome to Britain's Best Breaks. I'm Catherine York, and in this programme we're featuring Brighton and Hove on Britain's south coast. Brighton is a lively and vibrant city, and as you'll see, there is so much to do, not just in Brighton, but also in the surrounding areas. And to help me, I've got my Juicy Breaks guide, which is written by locals, and it squeezes the very best out of Brighton and will show me where life really happens in one of the UK's hippest cities. As a place to visit for a short break, Brighton just about has it all. To the east of the city, there's the world-class marina. You can, of course, try your hand at sailing, or just about anything else there is to be done on water. But if you don't own a pair of deck shoes, don't worry. The marina is also home to some fabulous shops, cafes, restaurants and hotels, so there are plenty of ways of filling your time without getting wet. Brighton is easy to get to, whether by road, coach or rail, and once you get here there's plenty of reliable taxis like Brighton and Hove Streamline who can get you to your destination. Hello.
Hello.
Taxis are probably your best means of getting around, as car parking is very limited and expensive. Also, many of the shopping areas are pedestrianised, so it's probably a good idea to leave the car behind. My first stop was the Hilton Metropole, which is right on the seafront. It's one of Brighton's grandest hotels. I came by taxi, but the hotel has its own large car park. As well as the Metropole, the Hilton also has two other hotels in the area, the nearby Hilton Brighton West Pier and the delightful Hilton Abbotsford Park near scenic Arundel. Although the building's grandeur is reflected in the public areas, it's not in the least bit overpowering. The hotel's elegant restaurant is one of the grandest in Brighton and offers an informal buffet-style menu. But despite the grandeur, children are more than welcome and well catered for with a special children's menu. For those guests wanting a lighter meal, there's also a cafe bar. As well as having soft drinks and a range of cocktails, the cafe bar has hot food, bar snacks and these delicious pastries. The hotel has over 300 bedrooms and is promoted as a family breaks hotel by the Hilton chain. That means that there are some good deals on offer at certain times of the year. The family rooms are the largest rooms in the hotel. Bright and spacious, they allow a family of four to sleep and relax in comfort. Now, they're situated at the rear of the hotel because that's the quietest area. And each room has a king-size bed, a single bed, plus a sofa bed. There's even room for a cot should you need one. Of course, if your children want their own room, why not go for one of the interconnecting rooms, which have separate bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The hotel has the largest suites in Brighton, offering the ultimate in luxury and comfort. The air-conditioned lounge and bedroom has fantastic views of the sea, which can be enjoyed from your very own balcony. The lounge has a dining suite, should you wish to enjoy a meal in your room, plus a sofa and a large minibar. All suite bedrooms have a king-size bed, luxury furnishings and a large dressing table, and both rooms have televisions which offer in-house movies, internet access and PlayStation. Guests are free to use the hotel's superb health and leisure facilities. There's a child-friendly pool which has supervised splash hours at weekends. You can pamper yourself with every kind of beauty treatment, from an Indian head massage to seaweed wraps. There are also spas, solariums, steam rooms, and if that's all too much, then you can chill out in one of the relaxation areas. The Bluebell Railway is one of the area's most famous attractions. Here you can travel along the beautifully restored railway pulled by steam engines. The route meanders through beautiful countryside, and there are plenty of stops along the way where you can get something to eat and something to drink. The railway also hosts specially themed events such as Thomas the Tank Engine weekends, so it's a good idea to check what's on beforehand. My next stop was the Ramada Jarvis Hotel, which is on the quieter western end of Brighton's seafront. It's one of a handful of hotels along the front that's retained its original character. As the hotels on the front, some of the rooms have balconies like this, with fabulous sea views. The interior oozes elegant period detail in every corner. Guests have free use of the indoor pool and the other leisure club facilities, so it's a good place to stay all year round. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Here at the Arts Restaurant, there's a mouth-watering menu of modern English cuisine, finished off perfectly with an elaborate wine list. The lanes are Brighton's beating heart, where designer shopping, cafe society and buzzing tourism come together. Once this quarter was the centre of the town, when it was an old fishing town called Brightonstone. This intricate maze of streets and alleys is the oldest part of town, and if you look past the shop windows for a moment, you'll see wonderful ancient buildings, all with their own amazing stories to tell. The quarter is particularly famous for its many antique shops, and one of the best is the Brighton Lane Antique Centre. It's one of the larger antique shops and is in Meeting House Lane on the north side of the Lanes quarter. I know buying antiques can be a bit daunting, but don't be put off, as the staff here know their stuff and are only too glad to offer advice. I know I shouldn't have, but I couldn't resist this table telescope, complete with its own fitted box. I think it's the perfect souvenir. We are at the seaside after all. You can really get down to some serious retail therapy here in the lanes. There are plenty of clothes shops like Coco, which caters for the more trendy woman. And at Crown's Hair Salon, you can get a new hairstyle and advice on how to keep your hair looking fabulous for the whole holiday. Owning an expensive watch might not be as punishing on your bank balance as you might think, because here at Ocean Jewellers you'll find one of the biggest collections of second-hand Rolexes in the country. Now, I like to get my holiday snaps back as quickly as possible, and at Snappy Snaps they turn them around in 1 hour, real prints from digital or film. At 5'7", I don't have a problem when it comes to shopping for clothes, but for really tall men it can be very difficult, which is where the big tool company comes in. There's so much variety here in the lanes, lots to see and buy if you want to. I couldn't resist this necklace here in all that glitters. As you can see, they've got a tremendous choice of gorgeous fashion jewellery for all occasions. How about this tiara? When you're on holiday, there is nothing better than a good breakfast to set you up for the day. And here they do the most fantastic traditional and vegetarian breakfasts using organic produce. Now, as we're in Brighton, I'm going to go for the Pavilion Rarebit, which has Chinese and Indian influences, just like the pavilion itself. The restaurant is decorated in an Art Deco theme, which is stylish without going over the top. Oh, thank you, that looks absolutely perfect. Ketchup vinegar, thank you. All of the rooms are individually designed, this one to evoke the more gracious times of when the hotel was built.